Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today we're going to be talking about Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 31. Like and subscribe for more content. Wait. Will Sarada inherit his father's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan? Here are some spoilers for Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 31. The chapter, titled Shut Up, spans 41 pages, including the color page. The cover features Ida within the Boruto title, with the caption, "The beautiful flower calls forth the bugs." The chapter begins with the Mamushi staring down Kobu Inogen, causing him to panic. Koji urges Inogen to end the mind transfer jutsu and let Kobu die, as the Mamushi clones will handle the problem. However, Inogen refuses, citing Kobu's civilian status. Koji warns him that if he doesn't release the jutsu, he'll die, urging him to hurry. Despite Mamushi's leap, Kobu Inogen manages to dodge. He remarks on Kobu's dull movements, likely due to his age and lack of training. Inogen interrupts, telling Koji to shut up as he believes there's no meaning in letting Kobu die. This explains the chapter's title. Meanwhile, in their safe house, Ida and Demon are together. Ida hugs her pillow and urges Inogen to restart the mind transmission jutsu so she can understand what's happening. Demon questions why Ida doesn't use her Sharingan, to which Ida explains that Mamushi is watching her when she uses her Shinjutsu. Sarada and Delta are on the roof, observing Mamushi. They wonder if Ida is in the Leaf Village at all, but vow to reach her immediately. The clones, impatient, demanded to know when the original would intervene, leading to a fight among them. In shock, Sarada and Delta watched as the civilians fled. Sarada observed that the Mamushi clones had lost so much of their intellect that they were now rampaging for no apparent reason. This meant that even the fear of Jura could not deter the Mamushi swarm from needlessly harming civilians and buildings. Fire engulfed the area, forcing the civilians to flee. Meanwhile, in the interrogation room, Sai questioned Shikamaru about the unfolding events and Inogen's condition. Shikamaru revealed that the enemy was the humanoid Shinju Mamushi, whose sole objective was to obtain Ida. Sai was skeptical, as this was the first time he had heard of this. However, Shikamaru emphasized the urgency of the situation, urging Sai to prioritize the village's safety. Despite Sai's insistence on an answer, Shikamaru reminded him that while he understood Sai's concern as a father, he must also prioritize his career as a shinobi, especially in an emergency where they must protect the village and its citizens. Sai was frustrated with Shikamaru's secret missions since the sand operation. Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan versus Mamushi. Meanwhile, the Mamushi continued its rampage, causing civilians to flee. As one man stumbled, Mamushi was about to kill him. That is until Sarada appeared with Ohiram, causing that Mamushi clone to levitate. Sarada's movements were eerily similar to Satoru Gojo's. Confused by the unfolding events, the Mamushi clones were gathered around the black sphere formed by Ohiram. Delta was amazed by Sarada's ability to capture them all in a single move. Sarada explained that her gravity ability only affected objects she could see with her naked eye, so she couldn't target them all. After understanding this, Delta instructed Sarada to leave the Mamushi clones targeting her blind spots to her. She then kicked the Mamushi clones, fired laser beams, and stomped on them with her enhanced claw feet. Sarada closes the black hole and seals Ohiram, trapping all the Mamushi clones inside. She falls to the ground, clutching her head as Delta rushes over, concerned about her well-being. Blood leaks from her right eye, and Delta's vision is blurry. Despite this, Sarada assures her that she's okay as her eye bleeds out. However, this blindness could be a warning. If Sarada pushes herself too hard in the upcoming battles, she might lose her vision or even die from the strain. This could mean that in the fight against Hidari, her father's divine tree self, Sarada might obtain his remaining eye and save herself and her dream of becoming Hokage at the cost of Sasuke's life. Meanwhile, Kobu Inogen narrowly avoids Mamushi on the roof. Page 27 is the sneak peek. Koji forces Inogen to undo the mind transfer jutsu, telling him that it would only be a matter of time before it was over for Kobu. Kobu regains consciousness and is surrounded, confused by why he ended up there and who Mamushi is. Inogen is instructed to resume the mind transmission formation jutsu because the allies need it. As soon as he does, he informs Shikamaru about Kobu's situation on the roof. Just when Kobu seems defeated, Shikamaru and Sai burst through the door, but Kobu is swallowed by Mamushi's flames. That is until Boruto swoops in and cuts down the Mamushi clones in a single, swift motion. He sheathes his katana and is given a side-eye by Kobu. Shikamaru orders Sai to bring Kobu to the infirmary. Sai bends down and helps Kobu up, asking if he can walk. Kobu, enraged, demands to know what's happening. Shikamaru explains that these are the Shinju and hopes Kobu comprehends the gravity of the situation and allows him to proceed. Kobu agrees, but he's not done with his interrogations. He warns that once he's settled things, the Land of Fire will take action against him. As they walk away, Boruto observes the Toad and wonders if this was a setup to let him save Kobu. The Toad responds with a single answer, but Koji still believes it's best for Kobu's demise. Mind transmission revival with the mind transmission restored, Shikamaru checks on the team. Ida expresses relief and requests an update. Inogen reveals that there are now 200 Mamushi clones, while Sarada explains that they've lost so much intelligence that they're rioting, fighting each other, and everyone and everything. Exhausted, the team prompts Shikamaru to use their last resort, bait Ida. By luring all the Mamushi clones to Ida, they can dispatch them all at once. Demon is fully on board with the idea of endangering his sister if it means he can swiftly eliminate the threat to her life. Demon versus Mamushi will likely conclude this battle, but will it fulfill Kashin Koji's latest vision? Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.